Hello, this is Lady B, and this is one of my favorite time of years. It's time to decorate for Halloween. And you can see we're getting started putting out our ceramic jack-o'-lanterns. I wanted to do a quick scan so you can see what the before and after. So here's the front garden. This is where the tombstones will be going. And we will be having a screen for ghosts in front of the front window. And then here's the stairs, and this is where our pumpkin patch will be with all our jack-o'-lanterns and spider webs and all kinds of things across here. And that is what it looks like before, as we're just starting to get the things out. So now it's time to, starting with the jack-o'-lanterns, obviously, we're going to go get them from the garage. So this is the garage, and we have a shelf here. We have a series of shelves, and we have filled up the bottom of 5 shelves with all of these ceramic pumpkins that we've collected over the years from various secondhand stores or even just buying them. We invest a little bit of money every year in something new, and for several years in a row we bought new pumpkins. But we also pick them up at secondhand stores throughout the year whenever we find them. And there's some really, really cool ones. See, here's some more of the shelves. Well, I guess we only fill 4 shelves. You can see those were already emptied. And here's a load getting ready to be taken. Now, every year we put a little bit of money aside to buy a new decoration. And this year we bought these. This and this. In the past we've used the styrofoam graveyard tombstones, and we haven't really liked them. So we're going to give these a try, and I need to paint them. So that's my project this year for Halloween for our decorations, is to paint these up. And you can see where I have back here, I have some boxes to lay it in, and I will be starting by spray painting in black. Paint is dried, 2 coats. Now it's time to cover the front with contact paper. There we go. This is old. I really hope this actually sticks, because I have no idea how old this contact paper is. It belonged to Mom.
Oh dear.
Okay. So now I need to draw what do I want it to say, guys? What do we want the tombstone to say?
This plot available. Inquire within.
There's space for rent.
No, to be fair, I really hope you're not renting your way.
No, just the tombstone.
There we go. I think I made it fit.
Huzzah!
I had to make my letters a little smaller, which was actually better because I made them the same size
This
as the others.
is why
The number's the same size as the letters.
the typesetting is such a big deal. Because designing the layout of these things is just so infinitely difficult.
All right, and now it is time to cut it out. I'm gonna show off. So the letters were drawn on along with the picture, cut out with an X-Acto knife, and all the parts I want to stay black are now covered with the contact paper. So our decorating party got broken up by bad weather. Shortly after, everyone in the house came down really sick. So we're now trying to get everything finished decorating, and I need to finish these up. So as you can see, I have painted them with gray paint. And you can see where the letters are. They're trying to come off already. That's what happens when you use really old contact paper. So only thing left now is some finished detail work just to make it look a little more stone-like, because right now it's very obviously painted wood. So if the stonework doesn't look good, I'm going to go with an aged wood look instead. But in the meantime, I'm going to test it on the back first and see how it works out. And I have bought some natural sea sponges that I can use for a stippling effect. And this came in a pack of 4. And each one is a different size and a different shape. So they'll give me different results. I'm going to start with this larger one because it looks like it has a couple of different styles all throughout it. And I have my paint. I have a white, a black, and a brown. You can see here. And I've covered a plate with tin foil. I don't want to use my plastic pallets because they're so light. I don't want it to blow away if a wind comes up. So I've gotten a nice heavy ceramic plate, and I've covered it with tin foil. And I'm going to put my paints on this. And here I have a cup of water I can dip my sponge in. Let's stick that in there, start getting it wet. And I have a brush just in case I need it for some effects. So let's test this out and see how it works. All right. So now that I've gotten it wet, you can see how I have this beautiful feathery effect on it. So if this works like I want, I can dip this in my paint and just dab lightly. Back on. And the advantage of this is I can just go over it over and over and over again until I like it. But I think that's going to give the look I want. So now I just have to do the front and do 5 more after this. So they're dry and the letters have been removed. You can see what that looks like. So I have one more thing I want to do paint-wise before I seal it. And that is, in between painting Tombstones, I dunked my sponge in this water and squoze it and kept it wet so that it didn't dry out and get dry paint in it, so that I would keep my texture. So now I have this really gross water that has white, black, and brown in it. And I want to age this. So I'm going to take this water and I'm just going to drip. that's it. So now I just need to let that dry and seal it, and it's done. And it's finished. You can see a scan of the decorations. And for a close-up. So here's a close-up of the graveyard with all the different tombstones. Now, we had a little bit of an accident. The can that we thought was a clear sealant turned out to be a gray paint. And I didn't realize it until I'd already done a light coating on all the tombstones. And it turned out to actually be a happy little accident, because the extra little bit of gray paint on just a light coating of spray paint over the top, it actually makes them look a little more aged and a little older. So, you know, small blessings and all that. I did actually have to scrub some of it off on some of them. Actually, I scrubbed all of them, but most of it came off, and it just left this light gray coating, making them look like they've been outside for a while. So here's one, Lon Chaney Jr. And we have the Mary Corey. You saw me cutting this one out. And then, of course, you have to have Vlad Tepes. And in the back here, you can see there's a Norbert Moses. That was done by my son. And then here's a scan of the graveyard, complete with our smoke. And then these two, let's see if I can get them both in shot. Cute gravestones were done by my niece. One was just the Sally Bones that she just wanted to have fun and make a cute skull on. That one I wasn't able to get enough of the gray off of, but the other one, she did a little homage to the King of Mine. So he has his own tombstone in our garden. And then there's the decorations. And our pumpkin patch. We never did get a really giant spider web up, with everyone being sick, but we're still good. We've decorated and it's Halloween, so happy Halloween to one and all. Love you all. We'll see you next week. And you can see, and this is awkward, so let's try that again. I do not care if it's mechanical, I do care if it's blue.
Oh. She likes the blue. The blue is great.
Her favorite color.
How dare you go to bring her a non-blue pencil? So, if you have any ideas of what we should do, you can leave them in the comments, even though the tombstone will be long done before then.
You just walked right into the show. Feel free. Ooh.
Ooh. That's okay. Well, now we're getting ridiculous.